Oh my god! Designers, we need an intervention. Lately, I've been scrolling online and seeing this trend that makes my inner designer cry. Saying things like, I gave my clients one good design and one super ugly one, and they chose the ugly one. And I'm sitting here like, why? Why would you tempt fate like that? Hey, I'm Deborah, a brand designer. Today we'll be talking about why things like this happen, why it's a terrible strategy and a much better way to handle clients without losing your mind or your aesthetics dignity. Some designers out there are playing a dangerous game of design roulette. They intentionally create a sacrificial ugly concept to make the good one look better. Like they intentionally present an ugly design as a trap. Oftentimes their plan is the client sees two designs, picks the good one, everybody wins, and you look like a genius. Except life is as unpredictable as Instagram comments. Sometimes the client picks the absolute ugliest option, like the one you would never show anyone, even your dog. Now you, the designer, is stuck making a brand you are too embarrassed to put in your portfolio. It's the ultimate backfire. Which brings me to my main thought. Why would we ever do this to ourselves? Why even give an ugly design as an option? Honestly, it's like putting a plate of cucumber next to a slice of pizza and thinking everybody's going to pick the cucumber because else is important. But the thing is, spoiler alert, people are weird. Why on earth would a client pick the design that looks like it was made in Microsoft Word 97? Now let's get a little psychological here, because apparently clients are basically human mood swings. Clients pick weird things for reasons. For instance, it could be choice paralysis. They feel overwhelmed and they pick the thing that feels safe or familiar, even if it is ugly. And it could also be the I helped factor. Sometimes the ugly design has one weird element they like and they think, if I tweak this, I'm a designer too. And then we also have the obvious fact that the reverse psychology feels. You, the designer, think you are being a genius, but you actually just presented a visual option that resonates with their eccentric tastes. And another reason sometimes could just be it's the last thing they saw bias, meaning the last design you show sticks to their brain. Other times it's literally personal taste, which might be questionable. And don't even get me started on cultural color clashes. Basically, your beautiful, subtle, award-winning design might get passed over because, well, humans are weird and sometimes weird wins. Never show a client something you aren't willing to finish, because Marvin's law of freelancing, get the joke there, says that the clients will always fall in love with the one thing you hate. Personally, I don't do the ugly trap, but I've had my own shares of client chaos. Like I spent 3 hours making one concept a solid 10/10. Then they picked the one that looks like it was designed doing a blackout. And don't even get me started when they tweak it to, well, let's call it less tasteful. I mean, sometimes I send multiple concepts and the client, guess what, picks the one I like the least. Like if I rank them in my head, concept A, fire. Concept B, okay-ish. Concept C, it's just there. They always pick concept C and then they took it into something even I'm like, not sure this belongs in my portfolio, but okay. Designing for clients is basically a reality show where the twist is they get to vote on your artwork and the winner is sometimes chaos. So how do we avoid these designers' regrets, this nightmare? Here's my approach that actually works and keeps your portfolio looking like $1,000,000. It's called the best of the best creation. So how does this work? If I tell a client they are getting 2 concepts, do I only make 2 concepts? No, I'm in the lab making 3, 4 or 5. But here's the thing, I don't show all of them. I actually give them the 2 concepts, not one good one trick them ugly option. No, both are solid. Both I can actually show in my portfolio. I pick my best 2. I filter them through the client's brief and the industry standards. That way, when I hit send and the winner, no matter what. Option A, my absolute favorite. Option B, my second favorite. Or I rearrange it and I structure my presentation. I show concept A, talk through why it works. Then concept B, same thing. I never put a design I dislike or hope they won't pick in there. Because guess what? Karma is real and the ugly one sometimes always wins. Also, I try to guide their choice. I don't say this one is ugly, but pick it if you want. No, I explain why each design works, what it's for, and which one fits their brand vibe best. The goal here, educate. don't trap. If they pick concept A, great. If they pick B, also great. I'm proud of it and I've effectively rigged the system in favor of quality. Doing it this way does two things. First, it respects the client's trust. They are paying you to be the expert, not to play mind games with ugly options. And second, it often leads to what I call the double dip win. I've had cases where the client loves both concepts so much that they end up paying extra to keep both, or they will look at the two amazing options and say, you are the expert here, which one do you suggest? That, my friend, is peak freelance energy. You've gone from being just a laptop presser, pixel pusher, to a trusted consultant. Look, I've also learned to just accept some chaos. I mean, clients still have a mind of their own. They will do their thing, and sometimes that thing is, how do I put this, a very creative reinterpretation of your masterpiece. You could discover that suddenly your sleek minimalistic logo is now a rainbow explosion of comic sans and drop shadows. And you know what? That's fine. Not every tweak belongs in your portfolio, and not every tweak deserves a meltdown on WhatsApp email at 2 a.m. Some designs are just meant to exist in the wild, survive the client's whim, and disappear into the mysterious abyss of client history. Sometimes the client's unique vision just isn't your vibe, and honestly, that's part of the job. You survive, you laugh, and you save your sanity for the next design battle. Chaos happens, embrace it, just don't let it live in your portfolio. At the end of the day, being a freelance designer is about flexibility, but also about integrity. Put your best foot forward every single time. Don't give them a choice between good and ugly. Give them a choice between great and greater. So my motto is, don't tempt fate. Give them good options. Keep the ugly ones in your draft folder. Maybe someday someone will actually ask for those neon green comic sans, but probably not. So have you ever been trapped by an ugly design pick? Comment below. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more freelance survivor tips, and for the love of all that is holy, delete that sacrificial concept right now. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.